Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of OpenFront.io. This is Enzo and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to win impossible mode on the world map, and we are going to be using a different strategy than we do normally. You can see that I've already gotten the alliance with Antarctica. I'm spawning in a position that looks a little bit suspect, but there is a good reason for what I'm doing here. So the Antarctica strategy on the world map is a strategy that I think is actually really pragmatic. I think it's a good idea if you just kind of want to cheese the game. It's not the same type of strategies that I've talked about in some of my other videos, but I think it is fun, and there's also probably some things you can learn about multiplayer on this. So just starting off, the initial thing you need to do is you have to ally Antarctica immediately. And your game plan for this strategy is that you're just trying to cut off Antarctica and outscale them. One of the main advantages that you have in OpenFront Impossible mode is that you can often scale better than bots. From what I've seen at this current point in time, the only thing that bots do with their money is they build a port, they build 2 cities, they build a missile silo, and then a warship. So they don't go beyond that. There are specific advantages bots have, primarily the fact that they have increased troop generation, but other than that, you can potentially outscale them. So that is kind of the plan. The goal is get early alliance with Antarctica. Generally, they'll be your friend. I'm going to go for an early port with the strategy. And you see that? That's so funny. It looks like the bots, it looks like they literally are, they're allying the nations are allying the bots. I didn't know that they did that, but that's kind of fun. So that's probably all the more reason why you want to be allying them as soon as you can. So at the start of the game, it's going to be pretty slow. That's one of the downsides of Antarctica. I'm sure most of you know if you hit spacebar that you can see the terrain going on. So my game plan, I'm just trying to get over here, keep on expanding. I'm going to get up a city when I have the cash for it. And I'm also going to really try to rush over to this part of Antarctica, because the second part of the strategy that I've seen happen sometimes is that Argentina sometimes gets down here, and if you can get here quick enough, get up a port and a warship, you can pretty much defend this indefinitely. So all I'm doing is I'm just trying to attack a little around when I'm getting to about 40% of my population. If you're watching this after June 2025, there might have been an update that changes some of these attack ratios, so maybe check out my channel for an updated tutorial a little bit later when OpenFront does get updated like that. But for right now, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm basically just trying to maintain my population a little bit closer to this midpoint. I think the actual ideal growth rate right now is 40-something%, but in the update that's going to come out soon, it's going to be something like 50%. That's what I've heard. They're trying to simplify it. So looking at the map, there's chaos everywhere else, which is why we spawned in Antarctica, because we only have to deal with the Antarctica bot, which we have handily done. I could say, you know what, I'm not going to build a defense post now, but I think that is something that you're going to want to do in these games, especially when your alliance expires or if Antarctica decides to betray. But yeah, so just going to keep on expanding, and the game plan is that when we finish with these bots, and I'm going really slow by the way, I probably should be going a lot faster, and I could probably be doing some annexation stuff. When we finish with these bots, and the other thing too, definitely build cities. Cities are super important in all game modes. Don't just wait around and not put up cities. Yeah, so the game plan, like I was saying, we're going to take a look, once we finish the bots, we're going to take a look at Argentina and Australia, and we're probably, depending on the context, like thinking if there's someone really strong up in North America, like Greenland versus Mexico, which it's interesting, they both have won, we're going to pick one of these, and we're just going to go for it. That's going to be the game plan. Typically, how these Antarctica kind of games go is that someone steamrolls Asia, Europe, and Africa, and from there, you just need to, let me just see this. That's the Madagascar bot. I'm gonna put out a warship right here too, just to make sure. Oof, and that is actually, that's something I don't want. I don't want a boat getting over here. So I'm actually going to try to stop that if I can. That's the other thing I would reckon, or I would suggest that you do in this game mode. Pay attention to boats, and if you don't want to pay attention, oh my god, what is my warship doing over there? That is straying way too far. I don't want any of that. So let me just do this. Let's get out a warship right there. And yeah, now we're looking pretty good. I think we just clear this, and then we'll take a look at the map and see what the best type of setup is. Yeah. The other thing I would say in impossible mode is that more recently there's been an update that's given bots better targeting with missiles. So getting up a SAM launcher can be a good idea. I don't think this is completely ideal, because if it fails with, 75 or 80% success rate, that's going to take out 2 things, which isn't the greatest, but I guess it's going to be what it's going to be. So, game plan time. I need to start thinking about what I'm going to do. So just looking at the map, Argentina looks really deadly, so I think that means I'm just going to go for Australia. Oh, and it looks like Antarctica has betrayed me, so you know what? That kind of changes things. I'm going to go for them, and hopefully my SAM stops this bomb. That's kind of gonna be the goal. Yeah, so it did stop it. I'm gonna see if I can farm them for cities. They're actually taking out some of the cities that were there. So let me just see if I can ally this really quick and get out of this. I got some extra cities. If I get that would be good. I'd rather have them be a trade partner than an enemy here. So, okay, and Australia has interestingly, full sent into China. I don't totally understand that. Antarctica appears to have rejected that. And yeah, so we're just gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going. I think I'm just thinking where's the best place to put the cities. Gonna do some more cities right there. I'm also gonna do a 1% boat here. And yeah, I'm gonna just keep farming this dude, Antarctica, for stuff, because that is one of the strategies that I think is more legitimate in this game. If you take some of their stuff, you can just keep on expanding. And one of the things you can see, this is why impossible mode is so tough. That I have 6 cities, they have 3 cities, and somehow they are pushing back, which just shows you how kind of crazy this all is. So let's do a big attack in here. I probably shouldn't have allowed them to get those 2 cities on the front. So let's just do one more push. This is a little bit of an overextension, but what I'm just hoping is that it kind of cracks them a bit. And I would actually, interestingly enough, I would take an alliance with them if they were willing, because I would like to get on to the next part of the game of going for the other part of the map. The thing I can tell you too is that for a lot of these games, you might see someone at this point way further ahead. Yeah, it looks like with the clown emoji, they're just gonna give up. And given I've taken all their ports, this is just doom. The other thing I'd say is that I'm not doing that well in this mode is that I am sending out a few too many troops at one time. And the other thing I see too, which I just think is so funny, is that all of this stuff is super clumped up. So it's probably going to get bombed, which will be unfortunate. Yeah, let me just take out this really quick. I'm just gonna try to speed run that. And now I think what I'm gonna do, even though it's a little bit scuffed, I'm gonna do one SAM right here. Well, I'm gonna do it here. I think this is a little bit better, just to protect the missile silos. I actually don't know if there's a prioritization thing for SAMs with those kind of areas of missile silos. So now that this is done, I'm just going to boat into Australia. They've been in a war with this dude. I'm also going to do I'm not going to do a boat right there. I'm going to do a boat right here. Just try to get some of their stuff. And I'm going to just keep on scaling with cities for a little bit. But I'm also kind of conscious, and you might want to think about this in your games, if things are looking really, really bad, like someone's really far ahead, like say China has all of this and they're starting to head over to North America, I might start thinking about saving a little more, because one of the caveats of impossible mode, at least at the moment, is that bots cannot merv. which essentially just means, oh my god, that's so funny, or nations can't merv. I gotta make that clear, the nations bot distinction. So you can just kind of hang out on an island if everything looks terrible. So even though Greenland is kind of dominating with the trade setup, it's not the end of the world just because they can't really do anything with that besides hydrogen U. So let's go in here. We're gonna just keep on going this way. We might even, with just how much people are attacking each other, we're probably just gonna go for China, which should make this game a little bit easier. So let's take this, get one extra city. Let's take that. Let's also just do some boats here. This boat juggling thing will supposedly be taken out of the game, which I don't understand why it is if you're watching this when the video comes out. I think that's a really odd decision, but you'll probably have seen another video in which I talk about that. So, okay. So Sudan's right here, interestingly enough. And I think all this said, I'm gonna boat up here with a big boat. Just reduce my overall kind of troop count for right now. Australia is somewhere still in the game. Looks like they're right here. So let's just try to get rid of them really quick. Yeah, so let's push that out. They're gone. And now that this is happening, we're just gonna go for China. And given the kind of overall situation that they're in, they don't really have much to do. At least that's what I think. I'm kind of making this look easy. But if you're going for bots that are already, like, really stacked, like, we'll see, I guess we'll see this with Greenland unless something else happens. A lot of stuff can be devastating. And what is this? Dude, the bots freaking, oh, and we annexed part of China Seoul. Thank you. Xie that's actually really funny that they have that. The other thing I can say is, given that bots... they don't use all their gold. If you get their gold, you could just be golden. So, this tutorial's probably making it look way too easy. In your game, you might have a little bit more of a challenge, specifically with, like, if Australia doesn't look weak or Argentina doesn't look weak. But I think you kind of know the strategy. Pick one of them. If it looks too bad, you can just kind of wait and scale. Like, that would be my plan B to all this. And we see some bombs going off. Let's just get rid of Sudan really quick. I also should probably be careful because having a trade partner is pretty important in these games. But for right now, I'm going to send over a 1% boat right here. If that worked. I'm not sure if it did. Let's also send a boat right there. Okay, so let's see. So I don't know which one of the... okay, did that boat really spawn from here to go there? That is definitely bizarre. That is a weird one. And we've been bombed a bit, but that's not the biggest deal. And just to try to make this interesting, let's start this fight with Greenland, and let's see what they can do. Let's see what they try to do. I'm also gonna just put up a SAM right here to see if that can intercept some of their stuff. Let's take all this. This should gut them. Okay. So here comes in my bomb on Greenland. And now they're hostile. So I wanna see. I think I've seen bots in the past send hydrogens, but I haven't seen them. I haven't seen it recently. So let's do a hydrogen there. I know we can win the game with a MERV. I'm very aware that we can win with a MERV. So they sent in. They're trying to do naval invasion. So you see, they have no awareness of the ships, which is brilliant. You could even probably put up a warship right here and here, and they'd probably waste everything. And let's just see. They do one atom bomb. I don't know if they're capable of doing one more bomb at a time. Oh, and in Australia got this back. That's funny. Okay. So let's just look. Let's see. So they are doing... is that another atom bomb? Oh, but they do get over here. So let's just push that out. And let's get rid of this Australia right here. To take them out completely, I can probably just bomb that. Yeah, I'm just gonna bomb it. Okay. And now that this is going, let's actually just finish the game. I don't think they're hydrogening us, but you can see they're just sending bombs. Okay, so they can send more than one at a time. They're sending them all into here. So let's do this. For funsies, let's just MERV them while we're doing this too. Let's send that in there. And here goes the MERV. And yeah, that's pretty much the tutorial in a nutshell. That is how you win. Let's just get rid of Australia quick. Okay, so they disappeared. And the thing I'd say, I don't know if this vid is going to come out yet, but we are going to want to stop your attack when the Merv disappears. Or you just win the game. So that's the tutorial on how you beat Impossible Mode on World. Let me know what you think if you want to see another map, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.